Welcome to Básico Inglés 4.0, the radio show with Kyle Miller. Following class by class, step by step, the material of Básico Inglés 4.0 on Aprende Inglés TV. Class 154. Let's go! Beginner. Hello and welcome to class number 154. Today, reviewing the material from class number 153. Yesterday, we talked about airplanes a little bit. Aviones, airplanes. Well, we didn't really talk about airplanes. We talked about taking off. The phrasal verb to take off. Despegar. To take off. So this is a phrasal verb, to take off. Every day, many planes take off. Yesterday, a lot of planes took off. Take off, took off. And after they're finished flying, of course, they land. So to take off and to land. Did your flight take off on time? Yes. Yes, it took off on time. Did it land on time? Yes, it landed on time. Now, there's a lot of other vocabulary that we can see related to flying. So we have the flight time, the time of the flight, el vuelo, the flight. We have the seatbelt. You have to wear, llevar puesto, you have to wear your seatbelt when you fly, and you have to fasten your seatbelt, to fasten your seatbelt, of course, and there's the little light that will come on, the light that will encender, it will come on to tell you to fasten your seatbelt. Of course, before you fly, you have to board the airplane, to get on the airplane. To board, and you need the boarding card. So to board the airplane, and then we have, of course, the staff members. We have the pilot, and we have the airline attendants to care for you during the flight. So a lot of vocabulary related to flying, taking off, and landing are really the main focus that we saw yesterday in class number 153. So, give me affirmative answers. Did your flight take off at 3 o'clock? Yes, it took off at 3 o'clock. Did it land at 5 o'clock? Yes, it landed at 5 o'clock. Did it take off from Chicago? Yes, it took off from Chicago. Did it land in Madrid? Yes, it landed in Madrid. Now ask me what time my last flight took off. Kyle, what time did your last flight take off? My last flight took off. My last flight took off early in the morning. My last flight took off at 6:50. In other words, es decir, 10 to 7. Because most flights to Canada, my last flight was a flight to Canada. Well, of course, my last flight was a flight back to Madrid, really. But the last time I flew out of Madrid was to Canada, and my flight left early in the morning. Most flights to North America leave early in the morning. Okay. Now, we have another point here in class 153 that we didn't have time to see yesterday, and that is questions in the present simple. So we were asking some questions about people. So here, we can talk about a third person. So let's talk about my brother. My brother is famous here on the radio because I talk about him all the time. So ask me, first of all, ask me if I have a brother. Kyle, do you have a brother? Yes, I do. Of course I do. You know that. Ask me if I have a sister. Kyle, do you have a sister? No, I don't. I don't have a sister. Ask me how many brothers I have. How many, en voz alta, how many brothers do you have? I have one brother. Ask me where my brother lives. Kyle, where does your brother live? My brother lives in Holland at the moment. Yes, he lives in Holland. Ask me if my brother works. Kyle, does your brother work? Yes, he does. Yes, he works. He works. Ask me if he likes his job. Kyle, does he like his job? Yes, he does. Ask me if he has an interesting job. Does he have an interesting job? Interesting. 3 syllables. Interesting. Interesting. Does he have an interesting job? Job. Not yob. No. Job. Repeat that. Does he have an interesting job? One more time. Does he have an interesting job? Yes, he does. He has an interesting job. Ask me if he travels in his job. Does he travel in his job? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Ask me what kind of job he has. Actually, let's say, ask me what he does. Better. Ask me what he does. Kyle, what does your brother do? So here we have the verb to do as our main verb. But then as auxiliary, we need does. So we say, what does your brother do? My brother is an engineer. He works as an engineer. Ask me if he has a house in Holland. Kyle, does your brother have a house in Holland? Yes, he does. Ask me if he owns a house or if he rents. If he owns a house or if he rents a house. Does he own a house or does he rent a house? He rents. He rents a house. He doesn't own a house. He rents a house. Yes. Ask me if he has a cat. Un gato, a cat. Does he have a cat? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a cat. Ask me if he has a dog. Does he have a dog? No, he doesn't. Ask me if he has a computer. Does he have a computer? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a computer. He uses the computer in his office. He does not own his own computer. Ask me if he has a car. Does he have a car? No, he doesn't have a car. My brother doesn't have a car. Okay, so lots of questions here. In the third person, now you know a few things about my brother. Ask me if my brother likes coming to Spain. Does your brother like coming to Spain? Yes, he likes coming to Spain. Of course he does. Ask me how often he comes. How often does he come? He comes to Spain once or twice per year. Once or twice a year. He does. He likes it here a lot. Okay, good. It's time to move on, ladies and gentlemen, to our word of the day. Word of the day. All right, it is time for the word of the day. Our word of the day today is thief. Thief, which is ladrón. Thief. I'm not a thief. Are you a thief? No, Kyle, I'm not a thief. One thief, two thieves. So it ends in F. So in the plural, when we pluralize this noun, the F changes to a V. One thief, two thieves. I'm not a thief. You're not a thief. So we're not thieves. Now, what do thieves do? They steal. They steal things. People that steal things are thieves. If a thief steals something from you, then you have been robbed. People get robbed by thieves. People get robbed when thieves steal things from them. Think about that. People get robbed when thieves steal things from them. He robbed me. No, see, he stole me. No, he robbed me. What did he steal? He stole my phone. Terrible. He was a thief. I don't like thieves. I've never liked thieves. Okay? One thief, T-H-E-I-F. Two thieves. The F changes to V, V-E-S. Thieves. Okay? Now, as we move into class number 154, we say, well, time for some more questions. Ask me why. Ask me why. So I'm going to say something and I want you to ask me why. ¿Por qué? Why? So it's dark. Why is it dark? Oh, it's dark because it's late. They're waiting for us. Why are they waiting for us? I don't like tomatoes, which is difficult in Spain because you love tomatoes here, but I don't like tomatoes. Kyle, why don't you like tomatoes? I live in Madrid. Why do you live in Madrid? Well, I live here because I work here. Why do you work here? I work here because I enjoy it. I work as a teacher. Ask me why. Why do you work as a teacher? I work as a teacher because I enjoy it. Sure. I go to Canada every year. Why do you go to Canada every year? Well, I go to Canada every year to visit my friends and family. Yes. I wake up early every morning. Why do you wake up early every morning? I call my family every week. Why do you call your family every week? Why? Well, because I call them every week because I don't get to see them every day. I don't have the opportunity to see them regularly because they live so far away. I love hockey. It's my favorite sport. Kyle, why do you love hockey? Well, I love it because, most Canadians love hockey. It's a very popular sport in Canada. Yes, and I love it. I'm thirsty. I need a drink. I'm thirsty. Tengo sed. I'm thirsty. Kyle, why are you thirsty? I'm thirsty because I don't have anything to drink here. I haven't had a drink for a while. I need to take a drink. One moment. I'm going to take a drink here of water. Yes. What am I doing? You're taking a drink. I just took a drink. I took a drink because I was thirsty. To be thirsty. I was thirsty. So I took a drink. Now I feel better. I feel better because I just took a drink. Okay, let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on now to take a look at our vocabulary of the day. Vocabulary of the day. All right, friends, it is time for our vocabulary of the day. Our 5 words of vocabulary. Getting started, word number 1 today, caja. ¿Cómo se dice caja? box. Box. B-O-X. Box. Llorar. Llorar is the verb to cry. Don't cry. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Don't cry. C-R-Y. Vaciar. This is to empty. Vaciar. To empty. She emptied the box. To empty. Geografía. Geografía. Geography. Geography. I like geography. Geography. Planchar. Planchar. This is to iron. To iron. Okay. I don't like ironing. No me gusta planchar. I don't like to iron. No. But I have to do it. I have to do it every week. I don't like it at all. No. Okay, well, one thing I do like, though, is translation lists. I love translation lists. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and take a look at translation list number 55. Translation. All right, friends, it is time for translation list number 55. So I'm going to read this sentence in Spanish, and I need you to translate this into English. Number 1. Hay un señor esperándote. There's a man waiting for you. There's a man waiting for you. Number 2. No sé lo que quiere. I don't know what he wants. I don't know what he wants. With an S. Wants. Number 3. Dice que quiere hablar contigo. He says he wants to talk to you. He says he wants to talk to you. Number 4. Dice que le vas a dar dinero. He says you're going to give him some money. He says you're going to give him some money. Number 5. Pero, ¿cómo se llama? But what's his name? But what's his name? Number 6. No quiere decirme su nombre. He doesn't want to tell me his name. He doesn't want to tell me his name. Okay. We're out of time. This is very mysterious, isn't it? Very mysterious. Conclusion to today's class. Who is this man? Well, folks, friends, you're going to have to wait until tomorrow to find out, but I'll be back. We'll see the rest of this translation list and so much more. I hope you'll join me. Same time, same place. I'll see you then.